main spread here. Guys, what is up? Good morning. Welcome back to Six Cars. It's another day. It's another country. I wasn't kidding, guys. This is a crazy weekend. We just got back from Connecticut, Miller Motor Cars for their Miller Legends event last night. That was absolutely incredible. I hope you guys are enjoying that vlog right now. But back in Toronto, we are going to another massive open house event, this time with Pfaff here in Toronto. And I already know it's going to be some amazing hypercars. So many cool surprises, just some legendary, iconic cars on display, and it's a big meet too, so we'll see whatever spectator cars show up as well. It's going to be some really nice surprises. I can't wait. So we're going to head up there right now in the 370. Go check out what there is in store for us today. And yeah, if you guys haven't been able to figure it out already after that Miller Legends event, you should definitely subscribe if you haven't already. So let's hit the road, head to Pfaff, and check out some more awesome cars. Okay, we have arrived, and I can promise you guys it is extremely busy. This is the, I guess, Overflow lot, and there's already supercars piling in here. There's a pair of R8s, the Lotus Evora over there, tons of 911s down that way. Look at that, got a nice 430 rolling in there. It's going to be busy. Obviously, the main attraction is at the dealership, but when the Overflow lot is already this packed, it's going to be a good show. So let's head over to the main side and see what we have. So yeah, this is a pretty good start, I have to say. I know we've seen both of these HDKs before, but to have them side by side, both seeing them together. Remember, there's 12 of these SLR HDKs in the world, and they are both, or the two that are in Toronto are both beside each other right here. So that is pretty special. You can kind of pick which livery you prefer the best out of the two, and this one obviously paying homage to the 722 GT. That one's extremely unique. Very nice to see them. Stock SLR over there too, so a little bit of both. A lot of music behind me, but we're going to start with going into McLaren, and then we'll head over to the main reserve showroom. Yeah, so race cars inside. Second Artura trophy that we've seen in the last 24 hours. Actually, there's one at McLaren Greenwich as well. I actually really like the intakes over the roof like that, and it's a pretty cool little race car. Obviously a spec racing series, one of the original like modern McLaren race cars over there too. 12C GT Sprint, got a Senna over there. There is a 620R there too. It's very busy in here, but this is a cool little spread to start things off here at McLaren. Yeah, so no shortage of McLarens, obviously. This is the McLaren parking with our 3 SLRs as well, but lots of interesting specs too. You could take a look at, I think this is the 750S, it's so hard to tell sometimes, but check out the MSO interior here, like full blue leather Alcantara. That is pretty mind-blowing. Definitely pops against matte black and exposed carbon, that's for sure. We've got some nice purple ones over there too. There is also a Senna over there, so we'll take a look at that. There's a pretty special like MSO 720 or 750 over there. Like I said, it's so hard to tell sometimes between the two. Essentially just a pretty minor facelift. This Senna is really cool though, because it does have some very cool like intricate designs on it. If you actually look at the inlets inside, it's basically Senna's helmet colors. You've got the yellow brakes too. You've got Senna's helmet down at the side of the car there, obviously getting a lot of attention. People want pictures in front of that. And this MSO car here has the full Comet Fade paint job. You can see the light blue to the dark blue. That is a pretty wild looking design straight from factory. It is a 750, by the way. It has one of the main tells, I think, is just the louvers over the front wheels. But that is a pretty special design. You got the paint matched calipers as well. And we also have a pretty unique 750 here as well. This is a very special F1 Championship Edition. I think there's only maybe like 10 of them, but you can see it does have the championship number down the side with the stars, finish number 9, and it has a very F1 style livery on it too. So plenty of interesting McLarens over here, and then we will head over to the main showroom next. It's really busy, guys. There's an SF90XX driving by, so we'll get what we can. But there you go, there is the proof shot, and I guess that's our proof that we should walk over and look at some more showrooms. Okay guys, this is the main lot here. As you can see, it's packed, tons of supercars, but some rock star here. I don't know what's going on. There's a Hummer towing a LaFerrari, but I don't know what is going on here. I think this is a boat, actually. That is a LaFerrari boat. I don't even know what to say. This is something that I have never seen in my life. This definitely drew a lot of attention as it was pulling in, but apparently this is a boat. So that is the ultimate finesse, guys. I don't know what to say. I'm literally speechless. This is a LaFerrari boat on the back of a Hummer trailer. So the line of cars here, obviously very, very good. Starting out with a ton of Porsches, lots of Ferraris on either side too. 997 GT3, we have the extremely rare import 996 GT3 RS. We've got pretty much every generation of GT3 RS out there. We got the Hummer with the LaFerrari boat revving outside. Yeah, look at this. We've got a ton of different specs too. So we move into the 991.2s. These are very good. You got YSAC, non-YSAC, literally like every single possible RS you can think of is in this lineup here. So 992s as well, all different colors, which I do really enjoy. I do like the all black one here, yellow. We've got the PTS green back here. Again, my PTS friends could jump in and comment, help me out with the green here, because there's so many different Porsche greens. It's so hard to keep up with all of them. We've got the Manti Racing GT3 back there as well. Very good spec. That is actually unique to Pfaff and Canada with the dark red carbon fiber. Very nice. 458 Speciale over there as well. Got a Shelby truck back there too. And on the other side, it's all Ferraris, 488s. We have SF90 over there too. There is so many people here. My goodness, guys. Yes, yellow SF90, as I was mentioning. You've got a red SF90 there too. 812s. Let's head back over there and see what we can see. Yeah, so there is the pair of SF90s. Again, red and yellow, kind of the most iconic Ferrari colors you have to say. So very good to see that. 812 GTS, red on red, very nice spec. We have the F12 here. Of course, there are way more Porsches here. It is a very popular brand. A couple of Black Series Mercedes too. So there is a lot to unpack here, guys. This is a big show. Okay, the main spread here is the Pagani display. There are 5 Utopias, 3 coupes, and 2 roadsters. So there are a couple of newly delivered roadsters here. This is number 1, finished in matte blue, which looks absolutely crazy. Honestly, I think other cars, I don't know if this matte blue would work, but on a Utopia roadster, it just seems to suit the car. It's so outrageous. I think you kind of need like a crazy spec to really make it pop, but that looks absolutely fantastic. It's great to see the roadsters trying to roll out too. This one is a manual as well. Yeah, and there's just the side of the Utopia roadster. You can see the luggage compartments as well being exposed with the trunk open. So sweet. There are 3 coupes here. We've seen the 2 in the background, thankfully. This one is the press car that has definitely made the rounds. I think we've seen it in multiple countries now. But this is the other newly delivered roadster here. This is such a beautiful spec, like just a silvery blue against blue carbon fiber. Just absolutely beautiful. I want to try to get around to the side too, so you can see the interior, but this one's definitely my favorite. I think also finished in manual too, but just absolutely lovely. Very Zonda type spec. But yeah, you guys can sort of take your pick of which Utopia you like the best, if it's one of the 3 coupes or one of the 2 roadsters. And yeah, I still want to get around to the side and get this one. It's drawing a lot of attention. There we go. So we can get a closer look at Utopia interior here. This one also manual, as I mentioned. Very good choice. But the blue leather is amazing. The white stitching like all through the car. Just a lovely spec, as I mentioned. The contrast between the silvery blue and the blue carbon is just beautiful. It works so well. I mean, shouts out to the matte blue too. That is amazing. I think I'd probably take this roadster though, just personal preference. But again, it's really hard to go wrong. You can't go wrong with either one of these. They're just incredible pieces of art, and we'll see if we can get a closer look at these in just a moment too. But I do want to get around to the rest of the event here and show you guys what other cars we have on display. And there you go, the lone Huayra here sitting in the Pagani showroom. So 5 Utopias total and 1 Huayra. That is a pretty ridiculous spread of Paganis here, and I'm almost getting desensitized. We saw so many back yesterday at Miller Motor Cars in Connecticut. Now we've got 6 more here up in Canada. This is outrageous. I like the spec on this too. Super low key, just full exposed carbon with the Tempesta package, so you get the big front splitter. Just a beautiful car. It's aging very well. The Utopia though, I still think the Utopia is a very lovely design, but the Huayra is still great too. That is just aging wonderfully. And we'll take you guys into the shop here, of course, as well. You can see some of the cars they're working on too, like a pair of Countachs. This is the 25th anniversary up top, but seeing the V12 engine exposed is really nice. Beside me here, XJ220 as well. So I was not kidding when I was saying there's going to be a lot of legendary cars here. We've got a beautiful Diablo up on the lift there too. Nice 360. Like I said, this is like sensory overload. There is so much to look at all at once. You've got a pair of hypercars over here as well. You can see the P1 and the 918. We will take a look at those. Another GT3 RS on the lift here. I don't even want to, you know what? So we can keep track of how many GT3RSs we've seen in the last like 48 hours. You win a prize. That'd be impressive. There's a Singer Classic study here too. And let's take a look at the hypercars. So there is the P1, as promised, volcano yellow, one of the most iconic colors. Could be the best, honestly, on a P1. Like, just look at how much it pops. This will still be, I think, forever my favorite of the Holy Trinity between the LaFerrari and the 918. There is a 918 over there too. Looks quite nice. But I think, yeah, the P1 definitely still takes the cake for me. That is just such a great looking car, especially in this color. But yeah, there is the 918 too. Just facing the LaFerrari, we did see one yesterday, Miller, so that kind of counts as seeing the Holy Trinity this weekend. Unless you want to count the boat, I don't know about that one. I don't know if that really qualifies, but there we go, 918. That, I think, is the liquid metal silver too, so the $50,000 paint option. And there is the volcano yellow P1. Look at that angle. It's just lovely. Parked in race mode with the wing up too. I mean, how can you go wrong? And this shop here at Pfaff Tuning is so damn cool. Literally a bit of everything here. If you want parts for a crazy supercar, this is where you come. And don't think we forgot about the JDM now. You know, on 6 cars, we're not missing out on a couple nice Skylines. There's 2 R34 GTRs down here, both being worked on. This one looks pretty stock. This one obviously does have some mods on it with the TE37s, the big titanium exhaust, nice carbon fiber diffuser as well. That is lovely. And we do have a like a facelift Lotus Esprit here as well. It's hard to tell because the back is my favorite part about this. It does have the circular tail lights, which is extremely rare. Most Esprits have the rectangular ones, the earlier models, but these are around like early 2000s, and this is definitely my favorite look. This is one of the most unique, just beautiful designs. I have such a soft spot for the Lotus Esprit. That is just lovely. You've got this Spider RS that is just leaving. Caught it just in time. Look at that. They got the JDM this with the TE37s, and he still maintained the Porsche center locks. That is so cool. Actually looks really well in that car as well. And we'll see what else is out here in the lot. We got the modified F12 here, red on like a brushed like bronze is gold. That's pretty nice, actually. That does look quite good. I think it is lowered by the looks of it as well. Let's see what else we can find out here. Look at that, nice, like almost like a Rosso Rubino, I think. 458, much darker than the classic Rosso Corsa. That's a beautiful car. We see a nice Mercy there. Yeah, let's see what else we can find. And towards the back, look at that nice E30 M3. Those are always good to see. And that one does look very clean, good condition. I've got some Aventadors back here, clean LP700 Roadster. I think that's Verde Ithaca is the color code. That is quite nice. Got the white S, and then we do have this like almost like turquoisey blue Aventador here that is modified. I don't know if it's a real 720 or not. It at least has the kit. Looks like it might be a Vorsteiner, but it looks fantastic either way. It's got the Anija badging. Shouts out to our Tokyo roots. Got the modified Gallardo back there too. It's a Vanquish, another GT3RS. I've officially lost track at this point. Got another 812 rolling in. Very busy, as I mentioned. Very, very busy. We have the sort of matching STO, white and blue, and a white and blue GT3RS. That looks really good. Take a look at this 812 too. It's a GTS, which helps as well being the convertible, but this paint and the spec are absolutely incredible. You can see sort of through the sun, you can see all the flakiness through the blue paint, but it's got a beautiful red interior, like blue accents all the way through as well. Obviously this is Ferrari tailor-made. This is not a normal 812. Absolutely lovely to see that. There are still more cars over here we haven't really seen too. We have a 911 Turbo 50, obviously quite rare, very limited. We do have a 911 Speedster over here. As I mentioned, rare and limited. There's another Turbo 50 over here. And there is an SLS Black Series here in the Solar Beam Yellow. Easily one of the coolest Mercedes of all time. I mean, just have a look at that. Amazing. I know there's a GT Black Series behind it, but this is so good. There's a reason why these cars are worth, or approaching at least, $1 million in value. Just an incredible design. You get the gull-wing doors too, so it's just aging amazing. A great investment. And then there is a GT Black Series there too, so you can't really go wrong with this either. That looks fantastic. Again, just love any Black Series Mercedes, to be honest with you guys. So a cool little duo there. And more Porsches, because why not? And I wanted to point this Mercy logo to you guys as well, because it doesn't really get much nicer than this. in terms of Mercedes. First generation, a dark blue, unmodified. Again, a car is aging just gracefully. That is so cool. Love to see it. I don't think there's a better color for this car, to be honest with you. That is amazing. Perfect Monte Spider beside it too. There's a Huracan Storado back there. But this is a king Lamborghini. And there is one more SLR that has turned up here just towards the end, and it is a Roadster. So every SLR we've seen today has been completely different. Silver against like almost like a creamish white interior. Very nice. That is such a cool looking car. Great design. As we are just beginning to wrap up here at the Pfaff Open House. Another great event, as I mentioned. Just so many things to see, so many cars to enjoy, and just beautiful weather. So a wild 48 hours of cars. So that is a wrap on the open house. Pretty darn good, I must say. And like I said, a crazy Saturday and Sunday spent in 2 different countries with endless amounts of hypercars. And I mean, we'll see. We're in Yorkville right now. We'll see if there's any cars down here, but we do have the gang here. We got Roy with the GT4. We've got our Nismo here. We got Sean in the M2 comp and Jamie in his M2 comp as well. Actually, I'll show you guys right now. Yeah, here's our little cruise down to Yorkville. Not too shabby. The weather in Toronto right now, absolutely perfect. Traffic, not so perfect. So can't really do much when it's that busy with the cars. But I don't know, nice little squad here, guys. Let me know what you think. GT4, 370 Nismo, 2 M2 comps. It's not too bad. And I'll see if there's any supercars rolling around here in Yorkville, since we are already down here too. Yeah, there was not much downstairs. I think it's just way too hot, to be honest, for some cars. But we get another car. We got YYZ Curators GT2RS back. So I think we will wrap up the video here, guys, with the Yorkville squad. Not too shabby. Okay, guys. Yeah, that is a wrap for the day and for the crazy weekend. I mean, just another great event at Pfaff Open House, as I mentioned. Guys, let me know your favorite car down in the comments below. There's plenty to choose from, and I hope you guys enjoyed this whirlwind of just absolute epic cars. So remember, you guys, comment, subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. Thanks as always, guys, and see you next time on 6 Cars.